Hello, it's Jang here from JangBricks.com with a look at a mid-year 2014 Hero Factory Invasion from Below Wave 2 set. Wow, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? This is Breez Flea machine. It comes with 102 pieces officially. Yes, this is called Flea machine, and that's loosely based upon its style, where it's kind of leaning forward and designed to flick itself forward, even though we don't really see it moving that way. Just if it was an animal, it might be something like a flea. 3 legs, very different. Got a little bit of a Thornax vibe going on there. Nice that they try things different, but to me this ends up just being very awkward. Tripedal locomotion is not particularly efficient in many cases, especially at slow speed. It has to balance all of its weight over the front 2 legs in order to move the rear one up as it goes along. So that's just a little bit weird to me. Up on top is a harpoon, a very different claw harpoon, again going with the 3 extremities to kind of go with the machine down below. This is different. This is very different for a weapon type thing from Hero Factory and just from Lego in general. This has a little spool on it, so in order to really make it work, you need to let some line out and just kind of make sure that doesn't get tangled up too much, and then you flick it from behind, kind of like a flick fire missile. I'm going to try pulling a bunch of it out and trying to route it around the back as best I can. There we go. You then use this spool with the handle on the side to bring that back in. But again, you have to be careful about where the line goes, because if this falls down in here, you can get tangled up even more. Also, once you get the harpoon or claw end up to the canopy, you have to be extra careful, and at some point you're just going to have to pick it up by hand, and you're not going to be able to reel it all the way back in where it belongs. That whole thing to me was an interesting idea, but the execution just does not work. There are a couple of flick fire missiles on the side, and those can be angled and they work the normal way, and on the other side you've got a nice little zipline handle which your mini hero can use. Another thing that your figure can use is this data pad, which right now is just attached to the cockpit. Breez is the figure included with this set. I think it's one of the better designs of helmets, more distinctive looking out of all the ones in this series. I think the color scheme works very well with the nice dark gunmetal gray. Does have the red head underneath there for the proper color of the eyes to show through. But interestingly enough, this one does not have her rocket boots on. I wonder why they left those off. The blaster is a little stud shooter, first introduced or first seen with Star Wars sets, and this just has a little stud at the end that you basically shoot off. Those do get lost very easily, but fortunately they give you a couple of spares. On the enemy side, the set includes a dark red cocoon and 1 jumper in orange with the blue carapace on top. The cocoon can be opened up just on one side. Get it? There we go. Done well enough. Those can hold a jumper inside. They can also trap a hero, or you can open the thing up all the way to indicate that it has hatched and let out any jumper that's inside. The jumper itself, of course, is called a jumper because you push down on the back and it jumps. I already said plenty about how this harpoon thing doesn't work so well, but if for some reason you want to use it even more, you can take the whole thing off, and if you have the Surgeon Rucka combat machine, you can put this on there. Just pull up the flying section and remove it entirely, and attach Breez's not very well working harpoon. That's it for my look at this one. I pretty much covered my subjective thoughts about each component as I went. Now it's your turn to share your thoughts about this set. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? How do you rate it relative to other sets from this wave? I'm curious to see what other people think, and I'm sure other viewers are as well. Thanks in advance for your feedback, and please stay tuned for more, because more videos from me are always on the way. Talk to you soon.